Welcome to the ninth video session on the chapter How do organisms reproduce? Dear children, so far we had learned what is asexual reproduction and the different types of asexual reproduction in simple organisms. In this session, we are going to learn about sexual reproduction. What is sexual reproduction? The type of reproduction which involves two organisms or which involves a fusion of two gametes, that is a male and the female gamete, which results in a single cell called as zygote, and that's called as sexual reproduction. What is the importance of sexual reproduction or why sexual reproduction? This is what we are going to study in this module. In the earlier modules, we had learned that two new cells are formed from a single cell, and that involves two processes. What is it? It is DNA copying and production of a cellular apparatus. The formation of DNA copies or the process of DNA copies is not absolutely accurate because it is a biochemical reaction which will involve a large number of errors, and these errors will result in variation. And we already learned that variation is very important not to an individual but to a species. For a survival of a species, these variations are very important. This process of generation of variations at the time of DNA copy is a very slow process, and it is an extremely precise process. If the variation generated is very drastic, we have learned that the new cell will not, or the new DNA copy will not be able to survive in the cellular apparatus, and the cell will just die. So it is a very slow process and it's a very precise process. That is, only very minute variations or minute errors has to be developed. A variation is made in a DNA copy which has variations which has developed from the previous generations. I repeat, a new variation has to be made in a DNA copy in which the DNA copy is already having variations which has developed from the previous generations. So this is with regard to one individual. So what did I tell? Sexual reproduction involves two individuals. So each individual will have a DNA copy which is having a large number of accumulated variations from all the generations, from the previous generations, and already which has been formed, a new variation which has been formed at that particular time of DNA copying. And again, when these two individuals or two DNA copies from two individuals are getting combined, it results in new combinations, and each combination is novel because every time it is involving two different individuals, and that is the reason why two individuals which is formed as a result of sexual reproductions are never identical, because sexual reproduction involves or it generates more amount of variations. So sexual mode of reproduction is a type of reproduction which involves the combination of two DNA copies of two different individuals. So let me ask you one thing. If the DNA copies from two different individuals are getting combined, won't it result in the doubling of DNA content after every reproduction? Didn't this question arise in you? And that is indeed a great problem, because every generation will have double the amount of DNA when compared to the previous generation, isn't it? And there should be a solution for this problem. And what is the solution? Multicellular organisms, as the complexity increases, their specialization in tissues also increases. And they have special lineage of cells, or they have special reproductive cells which has half the amount of DNA or half the amount of chromosomes when compared to all the other cells in their body. And these reproductive cells, how do they have half the amount of DNA or half the amount of chromosomes? Because they resort to a special type of cell division called as meiosis. So special type of cell division is called as meiosis. What is meiosis? It is a type of cell division which is called as reductional division. And meiosis is involved at the time of formation of gametes or germ cells. It's called as reductional division because the new cells formed will have only half the amount of DNA or half the amount of chromosomes when compared to the other cells. When two germ cells with half the amount of DNA or chromosomes, when they combine with each other at the time of sexual reproduction, it restores or re-establishes the DNA content and the number of chromosomes in the new generations. So sexual mode of reproduction sees to it that a large amount of variations are being generated in the new generations, and that is the reason why two offsprings are never identical or two individuals are never identical, because it involves two different individuals and each combination is novel. Dear children, in this module we learned what is sexual reproduction and why there is a sexual mode of or the importance of sexual mode of reproduction. Thank you.